Hi guys, hello, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is me, Donna, aka Makita, in our garden today. Welcome back to our garden. I guess I could tell y'all what I'm having. I am having fresh, yummy, fresh mint tea from our garden. I always wake up pretty much every morning and go out and harvest some fresh, yummy, organic mint. And I always bring it in. I have a mason jar that I just sit in my kitchen, and every morning I harvest some fresh mint. And by the end of the day, you guys, it's usually gone because my entire family loves fresh mint tea. So that part. So I just thought I could share in that part of my morning with you guys. I hope today is finding you in a happy place. If not a happy place, hopefully these moments that we share together will help lighten your day and help you feel happier and stronger and more resilient and just enough energy to go through life, but also enough energy to make it through today, because we just need to take it one day at a time, and before you know it, we'll be on to prosperity and victory and all the awesome things that God has in store for us. Well, today I wanted to come and build with you guys and just share a little bit with you what's going on in our garden. It's been a lot going on. Well, not really a lot, but it's been interesting because this is the season wrap. Like, this is kind of like, I work in film, and when we work on a show, we're all revved up to get the show going, and we're so revved up to get things going. And then as the show starts to wind down, we start to prepare for our wrap and winding out and getting our stuff and taking everything out and starting over on a new show. So anyway, that happens in the garden, but it's not as permanent. It's not as permanent. So now I am preparing what's happening in our garden. I'm preparing for the wrap out of the season, the wrap out of the summer season, which entails a lot. Basically, what I'm usually doing is, you guys usually see me, but I figured this time will give me time to talk to you about what I'm doing, so you can kind of know the science behind it all. But I'm usually harvesting any leftover tomatoes, which is what I'm doing now. Any leftover tomatoes. This time of the year, the tomatoes, as you can see, I've got a great plethora of awesome things that I harvested from the garden this morning, so I'm sharing it. But right now I'm harvesting like the rest of the tomatoes. They're not coming out real big, but the beautiful thing about these bad boys, I can sit those in the window and they are going to be delicious anyway. They're going to turn red. And then I'm still harvesting bell peppers. Here, let me show you this guy. This guy is so freaking big. I will show you guys on our bell pepper. There's usually a plant or two that wants to strut its stuff in autumn at the end of the season, so that I can be in awe of this awesomeness, and it just pushes out all it can. Well, that is the same for this bell pepper, and this bell pepper plant that is growing. Y'all will not believe it is like yielding like tons of bell peppers right now. So that means that is plenty of bell peppers for pepper steak and for some of my yummy vegan fajitas. There's plenty of bell peppers for my spaghetti that I like to make. Plenty of bell peppers for my salsa. I'm not into like freezing them. I guess I know I could cut them up finely and freeze them. That's probably what I'll do since it's yielding me so many, but I'm gonna try to just eat them all up at the time. A lot of times I like to eat the vegetables in the season that they're grown. I don't know what it is. I just love to yield it as I go. So that part. That's what I'm usually doing. So with these bell peppers, I don't know if they'll make it in the freezer. If it's too many, some will make it in the freezer. If not, I'm just gonna have pepper steak and everything I can have with bell peppers while they're growing. But anyway, what else am I doing in the garden? Well, let's see. Oh, y'all have no idea what morning mint tea will do for your mind, body, and soul. When I tell you, it will recalibrate you in such a way. Here, Steve, I know you're drinking your tea or your coffee or whatever, so we can do it together. Okay, so what else am I yielding from this amazing garden? Well, I am yielding a lot of basil right now. So it's pizza time in my house. Y'all smell this? Look, fresh, yummy basil. Oof! Anyway, so I put basil, right now it's still growing, and it's an herb, so it's gonna keep growing until the freeze comes. But I put basil in my, what do I do with my basil? I put it in my spaghetti, of course. I love to put fresh basil on pizza when we have pizza night. Love it. I always have the fresh basil in a container, and then the family can come and just put fresh basil all over their pizzas. And then there's a way to slip in greens when you have pizza. It's just to throw some fresh basil in it. Your kids will absolutely love that. They can take it out of the ground and put it on their pizza. Ooh, excuse me. Also, I am also harvesting, okay, I said mint, basil, bell peppers, tomatoes, and yummy, yummy, yummy sweet potatoes. I have been harvesting sweet potatoes, you guys, for the past few days. And Hanti, I am so thrilled. I wish I could pop this bad boy open. Oh yeah, you can see it. See that? Nice, yummy, sweet potatoes. So this is only, so if you see, I've got this many sweet potatoes, and that literally is the corner of a bed. Like, I haven't even gotten to the meat and potatoes of my sweet potatoes. No pun intended. Yeah, it was a pun intended. Anyway, I am so excited because with my sweet potatoes, I can make yummy yams. A lot of times what I like to do is cut them up in cubes. So if I've harvested most of them before the holiday season, I can have some frozen sweet potatoes that I can pull out and make those. I love to have baked sweet potatoes. They are incredible for your body and for your system. Most of the time, the vegetables that you're growing, such as sweet potatoes, and what else that you can grow? Amaranth. When you grow a lot of these vegetables, you can also eat the green leaves as well. So make sure you do your research or watch my awesome videos, because then you will know what food that you can eat out of your garden. There's no need to grow all of this wonderful food if you're not going to eat it, if you're not going to give it back to your body, so that you can grow and continue to be healthy, so your brain can grow, your brain cells can grow and be healthy, so that you can age gracefully. It's interesting. I saw an amazing documentary on Netflix, and it's called Live to 100. And it's called The Secrets of the Blue Zones. And so if you guys get a chance, please check out this this documentary. It's freaking incredible. This man went all over the world to different blue zones, which are places in the earth. She sits too. This guy went all over the world to different blue zones in the world where people live over 100. And the blue zones are places in remote spaces where there are sectors of communities where there's centennials, which are people who are over 100 and they are not senile, they don't suffer with dementia, they are working and running and walking and gardening. It blew my mind. So you've got to check out this documentary called Live to 100, Secrets of the Blue Zone. But one of the places that they went to was in Japan. And it was freaking amazing to me how this community, one of the things, so basically when he goes to each country and goes to each town or little village, he does like an overall view of their lifestyle and then pulls out 4 different bullet points of while they're living longer. And in Japan, most of the people there were living longer. The first thing that they pointed out was the joy that they had in their hearts and in their lives. The other thing that they pointed out was the simplicity of their lives. Oh, it was amazing to see these older people had simple lives, and their simple lives included their family and just the closeness of family and spending time and playing games. And they played a lot of board games. They also played a lot of games where they would bend and stretch and move their arms and their limbs, just simple games. But in Japan, the most important factor that they showed there was their diet. And of course, everywhere they went, their diet was the number 1 factor. But what surprised me, the number 2 factor in Japan was the joy. It was the joy in community. It shows how with their families, they had community, and with their friends, they had community. And spending that time with each other, they never got lonely. And they talked about how the loneliness factor affects elderly people, and the older you get, community means a lot. So that is a huge takeaway that I got from it. And then another community that I thought that was beautiful was in California, and it's the only community that they had that was in America, which was interesting, right, guys? Only one community in America, and it was in California. And this community was the Loma community. And when he was talking about this community before he went, I was kind of like, gosh, that name sounds so freaking familiar. It sounded incredibly familiar. But the reason it was familiar is because the community is based in California, and it's a community of Seventh-day Adventists that have had a plant-based diet for over 30 years. Now, I have had a plant-based diet for over 30 years, and the reason it rung a bell is because over 30 years ago, the only meat or plant-based substitutes that you could get outside of vegetables were Linda Loma products. So this community went on to create their own line of vegetarian and plant-based products. It was so rewarding for me to see that a community that helped escort me into a plant-based lifestyle is still living and thriving today with people who are over 100 years old. That is so amazing to me. Because I'm not infatuated with aging. It's like I'm 50, so I got a while to go, and if I keep taking care of myself, I really got a while to go. But I'm not infatuated with aging. I'm just determined to be around for the fullness of the journey that the Creator has for me, and that you can too. And it starts with a healthy plant-based. I don't even want to say plant-based, because I really feel whatever you eat, be it meat, if you eat beef, or if you eat chicken, or if you eat turkey, or whatever your diet consists of, I truly know after being on this plant-based journey for 30 years, it truly is about moderation. Had I been on this journey and I'm over and indulging in lab meats, I'd be probably in the grave. Had I gone on this plant-based journey and indulged in nothing but carbohydrates, I would not be looking like I look today. I would be sickly. I would be full of a lot of allergies and toxins. And the key is truly moderation. And whatever it is that you're walking in and what you do with your lifestyle and your diet, if you're walking, do it in moderation. If you're eating beans and veggies, you can eat it. But hey, that's the cool thing. The cool thing about everything that I'm telling you about moderation, when it comes to your garden and your yummy vegetables, honey, you ain't got to worry about that. You don't have to worry about moderation. You literally, you do in a sense, but you literally can just eat as much of it as you want. So to wrap up my beautiful full circle conversation that I did not know I was going to have today, I did think this conversation was going to be about, I don't remember. I think I was supposed to be talking to you guys about some more veggies that you can plant, but it ended up going this way. And so these videos that I post will kind of just go the way that God intended. And hopefully I've said something that can help you in your journey. But I just wanted to spend time with you and just to tell you that I hope you are having an amazing day. I hope you go out and grow some yummy vegetables, you guys. Look at all of this. It is freaking amazing. Oh, and there's one other thing that I forgot to share with you, but I'm going to do a separate video on it, and that is this sunflower. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to share it with you. Anyway, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I hope you have an intentional day. And most importantly, I hope that you are filled with gratitude today, because you did not have to wake up. The sun did not have to be shining. The clouds did not have to be here. You did not have to wake up breathing, walking, running. Whatever it is that you have inside of you today that you can muster up, let's make this a great day. I love you guys, and thank you, thank you, thank you.